Welcome back to the Jarvis video series. In this video, we're going to be talking about a case study on MNQ for a buy signal that started off weak but still paid in the end. And I'm going to show you a strategy that you can use at your fingertips that can allow you to catch these type of fake outs. Okay, so let's get started. Hit the play button. Buy signal confirmation A1 A2 prints. Okay, let's pause it here. Jarvis has a Jarvis has a signal confirmation evaluation pipeline for every structure that it is synthesizing from the market. Okay, it's autonomous. There's no trader involvement. Jarvis is not asking you to look at candles. It does it for you automatically, and that's the reason why it gives this very impressive HUD on what exactly is happening with the structure real time. One thing I like about the way Jarvis's design is, even when you do back testing, right, and you do a replay, whatever you saw in this HUD, this is exactly how it looked during real time. Like if you were there at that moment and that buy signal came up, it would have come up with the same information. Nothing would have been different. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It is replay safe. Now let's get back to it. Here's where sometimes you can look at the screenshot or the snapshot of the structure from Jarvis and tell Jarvis, hey, you know what? I think we can add a little bit more sauce to this gravy, right? And how you do that is DNA printed on this A1 candle. This acceptance candle was here. There was only one C2 candle confirmation. Then there was this A2, there was this A1 candle, which is acceptance, but the A1 never printed, which means it was a weak acceptance. It wasn't a rejection. You know why it wasn't a rejection? This little sphere here, that's your acceptance sphere. If it was red, that would have been it. There would have never been any more printing of anything. There would have even been an A2, nothing. This was weak. That's why this is gray. So this was weak. So what's next? Now it's time for commitment. Commitment printed strongly. So that alone tells you there's a conflict here. Saying, wait a minute. You start off at confirmation between these two as red. This, by A1 print, this changed to weak, weak structure energy. That's why I say you see like the red and you see a little battery. It's low battery, it's low charge. So this was weak. It downgraded from this. So how can something downgrade and then still print a strong commitment? There's your conflict. There's where the market fakes you out. This is where the market plays you, plays on your emotions. But when you're interacting with Jarvis, it's not about emotions. It's about being pragmatic in thought and being probabilistic. What are the probabilities of this particular structure winning? That's the key here. So you got strong commitment. The next thing that comes up that jumps out in the HUD, contract 1C right here. Golden cross, GC up. When you see that GC arrow up, it means we are in golden cross territory on a high time frame. That's a high time frame analysis right here. You're on a low time frame of 2 minutes. It's a 2 minute chart we're looking at, as you can see here too. But we're on a high time frame analysis where the EMA 50 is crossing over to 200. It's in the area. We're not at the cross yet. We're in the territory. Think of it like you're walking into a neighborhood, right? You're driving somewhere, you pull off the highway, and you're driving, now you're driving into a neighborhood. So you're in the territory of that neighborhood. You're in the Golden Cross territory. So this is where this confidence score will actually go neutral. How does that happen? The confidence score, by the time A1 printed, acceptance printed weak, this confidence score was a -3. But when the commitment strong printed, you add 2 points to this -3. So now that's minus 3 plus 2 equals -1. The golden cross is always 1 point you can add. That's all you can add for this particular golden cross. GC arrow up is only 1 point. It's 1 point. When you take -3 plus 2 is -1. When you take -1 plus 1, you get 0. A 0 confidence score is neutral because the confidence score ranges from -5 to +5 with 0 being neutral. Full stop. Okay. So that's how this becomes a neutral trade that had aligned participation at confirmation. See that? Confirmation. This is a confirmation snapshot right here, guys, just so you know. The statistics, all that data comes in when this gets confirmed. This was an H up, meaning high aligned participation because it's up, right? This is not down. If it was down, it'd be opposing. Okay, so it was up. By confirmation, it was up. Participation is up. Let's hit the play button. Let's see what happens. I'm going to speed it up a bit here. Just a taste. Boom. TP. PTCB is printing. PTCB here. PTCB here. It's still going. Still going. Not done yet. Boom. Boom. There you go. Boom. PTCC. That means now you're looking for a reversal. Somewhere is coming because now it's creating a rolling resistance and support line. C is printed. Energy is dying off. But let's pause here. This is what a golden cross fake out looks like, in my opinion. And you'll see more of these type of structures. Definitely drop a line in the comments on this video of your experience with Jarvis and how it interacts. But this is the golden cross. That's how it works, right? Structure started off weak, didn't look too good, weak impulse, nah. But A2 printed this candle here, in my opinion, not this doji, this candle entrance here caused this because of this guy on the high time frame. This is Jarvis, people. This is why it was designed. This is why it's a market structure protocol. This is not your indicator buy, sell, low vibrational thing. No, this is Jarvis. It analyzes and synthesizes the market. Next videos in the future, we'll be talking about these PTCs, potential trend continuation indicators, all these candles, letting you know. All right. But that's how, basically it was basically done. I'll play this through just so you can see the other piece of this, which is kind of cool, which is part of the PTC. Let's play it through. Bingo. There was the line, I believe, right over here that caused that little drop. So that's something we'll talk about as well in the next videos. This was a little prequel, a little preview of what PTC is and what it's all about. Right? This crossed over, came down, value changed, signal changed, and whatnot. But nevertheless, this is a nice looking, right? This is a pretty nice looking structure that started off very weak, but then it changed in the end. More to come on this, guys.